Welcome one last time to the BFL desk, and who better to join me than the new, undisputed BFL featherweight champion, Radley Snake Eyes Da Silva. Congratulations, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Now, I was looking at the pre-fight interview, and you said you were going to ragdoll him, you were going to drag him to deep waters, it was going to be like quicksand, and you pretty much delivered on that. How did the fight go relative to your expectations?
To be, like you said, I was going in there. I kind of had a point to prove because for some reason the whole build-up of the fight, everyone was saying if it goes into the later rounds, Maxim's going to have the advantage. And I kind of took that to heart. I've never felt so disrespected at my skill set in my whole career. I feel like I've been doing this since I was a little boy, 16 years old, wrestling people and I can do a 50-minute round, no problem. So when they were saying I was going to fade in the later rounds, I took that to heart, and I really wanted to prove a point and break him in the later rounds, and I feel like I was able to do that.
This was a very long camp for you. There was a December fight that was scrapped, but you actually seemed to take that in stride. You liked having that extra time to prepare. I know for some fighters it can be very frustrating. What was it about that sort of longer camp that jives so well with your goals here?
You're right. There was a time in camp when we were 20 days away from this event, and I was telling myself, man, I need a break. But the closer it got to the event, the more I felt like, I was ready to fight here tonight and fight again the next month if need be. But yeah, sometimes the long training camps, it can make or break a fighter. But I feel like everything I did for a whole year straight really led up to this moment, and I wasn't going to let this opportunity slip away.
Near perfect performance, 250-45 scorecards, 149-46. There was a bit of a scare, at least from the consumer end, round 4. How effective was that guillotine choke? Was there ever a bit of danger?
No, not at all. It's just when he actually went for that, I knew it was a sign of him breaking, going for Hail Marys. But he knew he didn't have it. I knew he didn't have it. And I was actually letting him try to waste his arm strength because I knew it was just a bad position. His body was up against the cage. And for that kind of guillotine, you need a bit of space to be able to create the right pressure on my neck. And he didn't have it. So it was a sign that the fight was over for him mentally. And I was just going to, try to break him. But he did very well to stay composed and not get finished. So all hats off to him. He comes from a great camp. I was hoping to see Faraz in there tonight. He didn't come, but either way, I was happy to get the victory nonetheless.
Yes, victory over Maxime Soucy. That is out of the way. Now, I want you to be able to be present and enjoy the moment, but I am curious. We're still early in the year. What's the rest of 2024 looking like in your estimation?
I mean, you just saw I did 5 rounds straight, and I didn't take a single punch on the feet. I only took punches when I was in the grappling situations, which there's not much strength behind that. So I'm ready to go next week. I'm ready to go next month. I can take a short notice fight up a weight class. I just want to get to the UFC. I want my name to be in that conversation. I'm 3-1. I'm fighting guys always with more experience than me, always with big hype behind their name, and I'm just going to take them out one by one until I get my name in that UFC Dana White Contender Series spot.
Now, I was busy at the desk. Did they face you off with Caleb?
They did, yeah.
Yeah, 6-fight winning streak. He trains with UFC Women's Strawweight Champion Alexa Grasso, Diego Lopez, who's fighting UFC 300. What do you make of that matchup? Is that the sort of fight that you could see being a big jumping pad to the UFC?
Yeah, man, honestly, all respect to him. He's training with good guys. Stylistically, again, man, I'm just a hard fight. Just to be the bigger guy, the bigger frame, and the better wrestler is never a situation opponent wants to be in because I'm not in there to brawl it out with him like his opponent was tonight. Yeah. I'm not in there to sling leather with my chin up. I'm going to break him and break his will and come out victorious. I'm not saying he's going to guarantee my next opponent. I'm just letting people know I'm ready for whoever comes. I'm just ready for whoever comes.
Second-generation MMA fighter, correct?
Yes.
What does this night mean to your family?
It means everything, man. We were here for the very first Battlefield event 14 years ago, watching them have only amateur fights. Now to being on UFC Fight Pass and being a champion, it means everything to our team, man. It means everything. We literally grew up with the Battlefield promotion, and I know that Jay's happy to have a Capoeira champ here. Achilles Estremadura, the longtime champion, started Capoeira with our family. He was a longtime champion too. So my dad was also a Battlefield amateur champion. We've been in this promotion since the conception of it, and now here I am, second generation, and we're just doing what we always do and winning belts here.
I'll talk about a long-term investment. Radley Snake Eyes Da Silva, the new champion. Enjoy the night, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro.